And I not leave ya. Figo and UK. No way, sir. Me pata boil ya. Me belly full ya. Sweet Jamaica.
We deserve to be paid on time, in real time, and have a proper system where we do not have to get messages to say that your payslip will not be ready today. But we have advanced system, advanced technology to send the thing to us that we can track how we are paid. Commission and Minister, we really want the overtime thing to be fixed.
Today, I am back in the community, right where I did the first video. And first of all, I just want to point out the disingenuous nature of some of these representatives. I want you to look at the base of the pipe right here, the little part that you would usually call a pipe sextant, and compare it to the pipe that is in the other person's video, and you could recognize that we are talking about two different pipes. I also want you to see that up to today, there is still no water in the pipe. So like I said before, it's just an election trick. And the truth of the matter is, I would have seen the other person's video and I will not respond, because you know what? I am not going to get into any tracing match with no man. I don't know if this person is a little boy or a little girl, but guess what? I will not be dragged down to a certain level. When people have lost the debate, they resort to personal attacks. And I am not here about that. I am here about the issues. And the issue is whether or not the pipelines that have been installed in this community was just another election trick. The issue is whether or not the people will be getting running water in the community. That is
Tuesday, Director of Investigations Kevon Stevenson says the millions of dollars transferred between three companies linked to Mr. Holness raises several concerns. He has called on Tax Administration Jamaica (TAJ) and the Financial Investigations Division (FID) to probe the company's accounts for potential irregularities. According to the report, Mr. Holness is connected with or had financial interests in three companies: Imperium, Positive Media, and Estate Bridge. Imperium is wholly owned by Mr. Holness and is a holding vehicle for his assets. A forensic examination of accounts attributed to Mr. Holness and the referenced companies for January 1, 2020 to June 13, 2023 revealed intercompany deposits and withdrawals in excess of $470 million and $427 million respectively. According to Mr. Stevenson, the transfers are not supported by the apparent capital generated. But Mr. Chung questions the veracity of this claim.
And I'm trying to figure out what the relevance of that finding is, because transactions can move between accounts based on, liquidating one asset, getting a loan, setting it up somewhere else, and set it up somewhere else for use. So, for example, Positive Jamaica, I understand, is a foundation, and you might want to move money from a foundation to another account, which is an investment account, to do transactions. Particularly when I look at Table 6, which is the assets, liabilities, and income held by Mr. Holness, you don't really see any significant positive movement in it. You see that there's movement between US dollar assets and Jamaican dollar assets, but the total of it doesn't seem as if there's any significant increase in assets.
The chartered accountant also calls into question claims by the Commission that a company named Green Emerald does not generate sufficient income to support loans valuing $20 million to Positive Media between 2021 and 2022.
I've looked through the report and I see, for example, that they're questioning loans from a company that does not have the income to lend the money. You don't have to lend money like that. You can lend money by basically being a guarantor, taking it in one name and sending it to another company. So there are some things there that I'm still trying to understand the conclusion from it, because I think there are still some things missing.
In addition, Mr. Chung says the Director of Investigation's claim of potential tax evasion on the basis of certain entities filing nil tax returns is dubious.
People filing nil returns, if you don't generate any profits, because remember, income is not profits, then, you could file a nil return. And a lot of people also in the country, not just be touching this one, get dividends, for example, which is taxed at source, and don't know that they're supposed to file that also. I don't find that there is anything suspicious with it. The assumption also is that the tax people are not doing their work if the filings were made, because when you file, you actually do file financial statements with it. So it's not that you're just going to file the returns alone. As I said, if there's no profit, then of course it's going to be nil, because you don't get charged tax on total income.
Mr. Chung says the Integrity Commission should share the detailed findings from the International Forensic Auditor, who was engaged as part of its probe.
Good day, Jamaica. This is Mark Golding, President of the People's National Party and Leader of the Opposition. We are calling on all Jamaicans to stand with us this Monday morning at 9 a.m. at National Heroes Circle in peaceful protest. Why? Because the appointment of Dennis Chung to lead the Financial Investigations Division, the FID, is not just a political issue. It concerns every single Jamaican who believes in good governance, in accountability for corruption, and in the rule of law. This appointment is a direct assault on those fundamental principles. When someone who has publicly spoken against the specific findings made by the Integrity Commission against the Prime Minister arising from their illicit enrichment investigation, the very findings that are now under investigation by the FID itself, is placed in charge of that very investigation, it sends the bleak message that impunity rules over wrongdoing in Jamaica, that accountability for corruption can easily be sidestepped, that our law enforcement institutions themselves can be made to undermine accountability. Furthermore, he is manifestly not qualified for the position, but essential requirements of that post were watered down to open the door for him to enter. This situation cannot be allowed to stand. We cannot allow blatant conflicts of interest to win the day. We cannot allow fundamental principles of good governance to be further eroded in our country. This moment demands that Jamaicans of all walks of life stand together. We must say loud and clear, no to corruption, no to the undermining of our critical institutions. It is about rescuing our country's integrity and restoring decency to our way of life. It's about declaring that we, the people, will not tolerate the brazen manipulation of our critical institutions. So join us. Stand up for Jamaica. Together, let's make our voices heard. And God bless our nation.
I am Patricia Duncan Sutherland, and I'm choosing to speak to my fellow Jamaicans today because I believe that we are at a crossroads as a country. We have the opportunity to choose integrity and principle. Dennis Chung has been selected to be the Chief Technical Director for the FID. This is an institution that is intended to be objective in investigating financial crimes in Jamaica so that we can protect the integrity of our financial systems, of our country, and of our government. This gentleman, in his public utterance, unprovoked, made a judgment on a situation that was to be put before the FID for investigation without having the full information. His objectivity is therefore clearly compromised and publicly so. In addition to that, there were two different requirements for the job put out. One in November and then one in February when he was selected, and it omitted experience in law enforcement. These things will compromise the effectiveness of the FID. We do not have to accept this as a country. This is not about personalities. This is about integrity and principle. Let us take a stand The time has come when we must truly choose integrity and truly choose principle in governance in Jamaica. So to all Jamaicans who are ready to stand up and make your voices be heard for integrity and principle in Jamaica, please join me and many other Jamaicans at 8:30 a.m. on Monday morning as we call on the Prime Minister and Minister of Finance to rescind this decision and restore integrity to the Financial Investigation Division, the FID. Patricia Duck, Chairman of the People's National Party. Jamaica is at a dangerous crossroads. The appointment of Dennis Chong as Chief Technical Director to the FID undermines the very foundation of accountability, public trust, and good governance. The FID, after all, is supposed to be independent, not influenced by political ties or partisan loyalties. This move, therefore, erodes the credibility of our institutions and, quite frankly, makes a mockery of the fight against corruption. This is not a matter of politics. Believe me, it's a matter of principle. Today, I am calling on all well-thinking Jamaicans to join us in protest this Monday. Let us raise our voices in defense of democracy, in defense of fairness, and in defense of our future. If we do not act now, we risk normalizing corruption, and that is something none of us can afford. See you on Monday, Pira Circle, at 8:30 a.m.
This is Dr. Dayton Campbell. This appointment of Dennis Chong to head the FID isn't just wrong. It's a blatant, brazen act of corruption. Our democracy is bleeding. Proverbs 29 verse 2 warns, when the wicked rule, the people groan. And today, Jamaica groans. We're held hostage by corruption, robbed of schools, hospital, and safety, while those in power mock justice. Dennis Chong openly defended the Prime Minister's 28 accounts. Now he is to investigate them. That's not impartiality, that's collusion. When the head of the stream is dirty, the whole river is poisoned. Changing job requirements doesn't make Chong qualified. It makes the process corrupt. And when the FID, our anti-corruption agency, is corrupted, what hope do we have? It signals open season for thieves and rogues. This costs us all billions lost, trust shattered. Our children watch as we normalize lawlessness. Ephesians 5 verse 11 commands, have no fellowship with darkness. Expose it. So we must expose this. Jamaicans, be the change. Stand up. Speak out. Let every Jamaican echo, no more corruption, no more stolen futures, no more dirty waters. Unite. PNP, JLP, NOP, as Jamaicans, rescue our nation. Our voices will be heard. I'll see you Monday. Stand firm.
This is Senator Gabriella Morris. We can't talk about building a better future while tearing down the institutions that are supposed to protect it. The Financial Investigations Division was designed to fight corruption. Now, that very body is being compromised. The appointment of Dennis Chong sends the wrong message to our young people. The message that rules are flexible when it comes to the politically connected in this country. That is not the Jamaica that we are building. We deserve institutions that are independent, professional, and above reproach. And when those standards are violated, we have to speak out. I'm urging every young Jamaican, every concerned citizen to come out on Monday. Let's stand for good governance, for transparency, and for a future that we all can trust. This is our democracy. Let's make sure we defend it.
I'm Senator Peter Bunting, speaking to all Jamaicans. The Andrew Holness regime has crossed a dangerous line. Appointing Dennis Chung to lead the FID is an affront to justice. This entity is charged with investigating serious financial crimes, including a referral for the offense of illicit enrichment involving the Prime Minister. How can Mr. Chung be impartial? He publicly stated he sees nothing wrong with the Prime Minister having 28 bank accounts with hundreds of millions of dollars passing through those accounts in a relatively short period of time. The very issue the FID must investigate. Mr. Chung also downplayed the SSL scandal involving Usain Bolt's millions, another case before the FID. His bias is on the public record. But even worse, Mr. Chung is palpably unqualified for this post. In fact, the government had to change the job requirements, ripping out vital qualifications just to accommodate his appointment. This isn't just about one man. It's about corrupting the institution itself. What signal does this send to Jamaicans? It says your institutions are for sale. What signal does this send to the world? It says Jamaica protects the powerful, not the people. This type of corruption is eroding our institutions and undermining our democracy. We cannot allow the FID to be weaponized or weakened. This moment demands all Jamaicans unite, whether PNP, JLP, or no P. See this for what it is, a brazen assault on accountability. Join us on Monday morning at Heroes Circle as we stand together. Protest this travesty. Let this government know loud and clear, we see you. We will not tolerate this corruption any longer. Fight with us for Jamaica, for justice, for our future. Enough is enough. Thank you.
Fellow Jamaicans, this is Peter Phillips. This appointment of Dennis Chung to head the Financial Investigations Division cannot be allowed to stand. It is not only misguided, but it's a threat to Jamaica's future and to our international reputation. All of us must now come together to pull Jamaica back from the brink. Dennis Chung may be a good person. He may be qualified for other things, but he is not qualified to do the job in the Financial Investigations Division. This requires, and has always required, people with experience in investigations and who know how to fight financial crimes, money laundering, and other financial crimes and frauds. Dennis Chung has no experience in that field. Moreover, this whole episode appears to be an effort to simply set the hand regarding the Prime Minister's charges that have been leveled by the Integrity Commission regarding illicit enrichment. Chung has already expressed his views in support of the Prime Minister. It makes him unsuitable for the serious task of investigating the Prime Minister's finances. So, if we are to preserve Jamaica's standing in the international community as a place where corruption is not accepted, if we are to preserve our reputation in the international community, if we are to protect the private sector and our banks who do business with the international community and with other banks, then we all need to stand up and say no to this appointment. All of us should come out and take a stand. It's not a PNP issue. It is an issue for Jamaica. Corruption is not just stealing money, but it appears at this point to be trying to steal the future for the entire Jamaican society and poison the trust of the world in Jamaica's capacity to govern itself. This must end. And today I urge all our people, teachers, entrepreneurs, farmers, youth, to join in protesting this terrible wrong that is being meted out to our country. Stand with us. Stand for what is right. Together, we will and must rescue our nation's promise and restore its future. This is Jamaica's call to action.
Good day, Jamaica. This is Mark Golding, President of the People's National Party and Leader of the Opposition. We are calling on all Jamaicans to stand with us this Monday morning at 9 a.m. at National Heroes Circle in peaceful protest.
Now, I hear that they are going to have protests for manufactured rage and crises that don't exist. Bruh. Well, I want every Labourite to protest against this hypocrisy tomorrow. What? I want every Labourite, wherever you are, to protest in your workplace, to protest in the market, to protest wherever you are at the bad mindism of the PNP that is trying to bring down the progress of the people. Huh? Stand up, Labourites. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Stand up against the PNP. What?
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our joy, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame. What a travesty. Calls for us to think and think deep.
Wagwan family, good morning. Now, only hear everything Wagwan. The PNP I touched road this morning. Enough of the corruption. That is what they must say. Enough of Andrew Holness corruption. Enough of the man corruption. The man corruption I get blatant. The man I get desperate by the day. Me tell you no say this man I gonna do more desperate things. We surprise everybody. This man is desperate and he's getting dangerous. Now, we already seen such man keep protests already in him. Launching protests before is not the first. Him labor right them come out. Him launch him on protests already. See there? Such man launch protests already and the labor right launch protests. See him there, him lead it. Now PNP no come out, come bad him, you know. That man is the ego of this man. The ego of this brother here. The ego of this brother are going to be him downfall. The dishonesty, the hiding, not going to work. You can't hide behind Dennis Chong. Dennis Chong cannot help you. Dennis Chong cannot help you. Your corruption is too big and heavy. Your corruption will run over Dennis Chong. It will run over Usain Bolt. It will run over everybody we put there try to drain them energy. We are not stupid. So after the PNP plan them protests, them organize them peaceful protests, can they believe say the Prime Minister sound like say him want some confrontation? I don't know what I try to do, what the Prime Minister is instigating, what the Prime Minister is trying to do. But when you see the opposition launch a protest is the same childish thing the Prime Minister did with JFJ. Tell police must come out and him flood the place with police, right? And tell supporters to come out there. No, this right here is dangerous because this man is looking cover for his corruption. This man is looking cover for his corruption. Bring out the people, make it look like say, now they are talking about numbers. May I read when them say, boy, I must come out and wear on a green shirt. May I read labor right things a while ago. They must say, come out and wear a green shirt. And the people might talk about numbers, who are going to bring out more numbers, PNP and Labour right now. So on that, this is a politics thing now. Andrew Holness turn this thing in. Listen to the man again.
Now, I hear that they are going to have protests for manufactured rage and crises that don't exist.
Bruh. We could stop right there, so. For manufactured rage and crisis that don't exist. Him not see the wrong in this. Him not seeing same apologies him friend shouldn't be in this position. Yeah? The man can't see the problem. When the guys watered down the qualification for this man, the part will require 15-year law enforcement background. That part has been removed to stuff this brother in there. Such man has seen nothing wrong with that, you know. Me say, the man blind corruption, blind the man people. He can't say straight no more. The man can't be honest no more. I can see personally, I can see no honesty coming out of this man. I could listen to the man and say, angrily. Hear the man so angry. Remember, you know? Such man a lead protest already, you know. Not PNP man come bother him. Leading protest already, man. Such man led his protest before. Nobody bother him. So what is that now? I could listen to the angry man and say.
Now, I hear that they are going to have protests for manufactured rage and crises that don't exist.
Bruh.
Well, I want every Labourite to protest against this hypocrisy tomorrow. I want every Labourite, wherever you are, to protest in your workplace, to protest in the market. Now, I hear that they are going to have protests for manufactured rage and crises that don't exist.
Bruh.
Well, I want every Labourite to protest against this hypocrisy tomorrow. I want every Labourite, wherever you are, to protest in your workplace, to protest in the market, to protest wherever you are of the bad mindism of the PNP that is trying to bring down the progress of the people. Stand up, Labourites. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Stand up against the PNP.
The Labourite, them must stand up, come stand up for justice. Them that stand up against you. That would be justice. Brother, good morning. Wagwan.
You said right. Stand up for justice against him.
Yeah.
We never just stand up against justice against him. He is the only one came out and said he's belly full. He never included anybody else. He said belly full.
Eh?
What is this going on in Jamaica?
Been
Where went with it? War.
It looks so.
And the one said this. And the one said this is a different JLP part. What do you mean by that, sir?
Eh?
We say checker come from all over walks of life. If them loot, what's it? Mr. Prime Minister, you are going on a dangerous path. Mr. Prime Minister, don't make it feel ego. Be your worst nightmare, Mr. Prime Minister. You're acting like you're not a Prime Minister. You're acting like you don't believe in peace and right and justice, sir. You spread your bed hard, laying it hard. My grandmother always told me that if you spread your bed hard, young man, you're going to lay it hard. No one take away your heart today. You decided to go down this path. And you're telling the JLP people to the people are having a protest, a peaceful protest. What is going on, Mr. Prime Minister?
Think about it. What is this?
What is it?
What is this? I warned them at the Prime Minister, brother. We must send them protesters them out the far. Send them to wear green. Because I see the Labour them, I tell them enough to wear green. And they must come out and ray. Think about it. Why did they protest? Why did they farm them protests in Andrew's support yesterday, tomorrow, last week? Why is when the PNP going out there and do them stuff, them are come counter? That can bring confrontation. That should be avoided at all cost. But the Prime Minister himself, I encourage that, my brother.
Yes, sir. Well, a dangerous part. When I say Prime Minister,
a boy, I think it's not a big man, this man.
No, this is not a boy business.
Eh?
This is desperation, sir.
Eh?
And you say you're going to see more desperation. And before we say this, remember your reason half years today, and you say we're going to see more desperation from the Prime Minister. This is one more, and this one is dangerous.
Good day, Jamaica. This is Mark.
More desperate move from him. My brother, what the hell is this?
This is not the JLP before. What is the Prime Minister? Who keep on asking and keep on not now answer? Who bring you in this mess, Mr. Prime Minister? Zara Burton was on you from long time, Mr. Prime Minister. You didn't take heed. And you want to involve all Jamaica in your nastiness, in your criminality, in your thiefness. What is this? You are the Prime Minister of the country, you know. How you are war crime? What really? The PMP of a peaceful demonstration this morning. The PMP is in bad mind, is in no what Prime Minister, where you come from?
Get on a couple time, Prime Minister, brother. Let me tell you something. Get on a couple time, bro.
Prime Minister, man.
Get on, man.
Yo, look at my man face. The man have a rat in his face, bro.
Me say man a rat in his face.
The war. Tell us the man ready for war. At all costs.
This is
What we going with
this is terrible.
All the PMP are saying, just don't go with this fucking this brother tongue. That's all they must say. We don't want him because in compromise, he came up publicly and said what he has to say. He go against the IC. He go against the IC. The IC do so much investigation for so many years on the Prime Minister. So what do you want him to say? All the investigation are going.
That's true, because if this Dennis Chung can go in and say him not see nothing wrong here, and the Prime Minister is not Ray blah blah, Ray blah blah. Everything clear. Eh? Think the illicit 7. So Dennis Chung gonna clean up everybody now. I'm gonna sanitize the whole house. I mean, no one to know. Eh?
Honestly, when we met the Prime Minister last night, I was shocked. No Prime Minister Stiaga. No Prime Minister would say these words from the Prime Minister instigating war.
Me whenever this at the right time, this man wait for the Senate to start the war so you can have it, so shit starts so you can have him legal state of emergency.
I mean, hey, the world is watching this in the color. The world is watching this.
What you mean the world is watching? You hear the man them say this don't look good for the international, this is so good for the Jamaica international reputation. This is so good. I tell you, some people just think that this is just Jamaica thing. No, it's no good for or they look people, this is not good. You ever see this in some report, you know? Remember, you know, we just get a report from the State Department the other day about government corruption. We just read it the other day again. Remember?
It's international banking, sir. It's international banking. This is international banking. This is not non-Jamaican bank. This is international banking. This is money laundering. This is big business. American country don't like to give out no money laundering, bro. This is why I believe Andrew Holness. See no way out more than to fight him way out. And Margaret. Young man, you say I have nothing to hide. Just let the court and everybody take its course. That's all I'm saying. I'm fighting with Andrew. I vote for that brother, I know. I vote for that brother. I'm sure that brother come to. All liberals must stand up in a market in a workplace. The people have a peaceful protest against. Then it's true. You have nothing against the people in the jail. It's against the man who you are trying to put in place here. The man came out and showed hands. He came out and said, you don't do anything wrong.
Prime Minister gone rogue, man.
Gone rogue, Carlo?
Gone rogue, man.
I could never believe it.
Like the man, brother, at this point, the man will do anything to protect his tail, including burn down Jamaica flat to the ground.
Yes.
Him not care. And him a drag people night and all. Yo, you see how them people, him drag Usain Bolt first. Now him a drag this man. I want the Usain Bolt feel now. Now him in it and all around all this doo-doo. I want to feel now. Probably I wonder and I say, what the hell me go get myself in?
I know why. I know why. Do we have an academy where I bring up young stars? So much that you can go to super rich. Where to Jamaica? All them African superstar footballer, them give back to them country. Them country, them proud of them. Because we're talking about the Prime Minister. Don't mention Usain Bolt, not leave no time at all.
Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, hold on, brother. Sorry, I never want to make your blood pressure rise. You know? We're going to talk about him. We're going to beat him. We're going to talk about him because we're not beat him. If he get licked.
Yeah, and all that. This is wrong. This is not right, Mr. Prime Minister. If you have nothing to hide, why you send out the people and we got protest? It's even about protest.
Well, you have to understand. You have to understand, bro. The Prime Minister alone now do this, you know. He can't do this by himself.
No.
So nobody now gonna get to it on the platform, you know. It's one dirty boss. He have the support. When you have the Justice Minister, have the no say the case in a court, and the Justice Minister come dip him out tonight and I encourage vote buying. The Justice Minister, my brother. What we expect out of this, my brother? Nothing good now go come.
Why Nigel Clark run?
Nigel Clark?
Why Nigel Clark run?
Him know what go on. It's Nigel Clark.
I have respect to Favour Williams. Nice lady. And the lady come mixed up in the same body. The lady say nothing wrong with Dennis Chung appointed. Lady,
right now, Flavor.
Flavor. I want to mix up and make one man.
Think about it. Them people have their reputation. Look how long the woman have a nice, quiet reputation. And just Flavor that. The old Flavor look like a load of dog doo-doo. Their reputation is gone. All of these people are such, man. All Dennis Chung, he said Dennis Chung him, brother, I wouldn't take it. Wouldn't take it. Me would never take it. We would never take it. Because right now it hurt him more than anything else right now. It hurt his reputation if him got none. I don't like me, I tell this right now, let me tell you something for Dennis Chung. The best thing right now is to bow out and say, no, sir. That would be the reputable thing to do and save any bit of reputation. That would be the reputable. And let me tell you, bro. For Dennis Chung to save him right now is for him to back out unless him not care and him just corrupt and him get paid and him go head on. You understand me?
Yes, okay. You mentioned that word?
Yes.
That's the problem. He get paid. Dennis Chung job, you know. He's going to get paid and get and he was have these charges, you know. I'm gone, you know. Dennis Chung is not here to stay forever, you know. He's paid. He's got it, you know. Listen to me. The outcry from Jamaican people from last week, come on. If me have no anything left in me, when I say Mr. Prime Minister, I have no respect, you know. You see, after all this second and done, and me alone, you know. So guess what happened? Thank you for the opportunity, but I'm not taking it back. I cannot. See some pride, Mr. Chung. See some pride. This is just not right, sir. You came out and you show your hand. You're not qualified for the job. What's going on? When I said people who teach must be certified. No student from your university can teach.
No.
500,000 or a couple months in prison. This man no qualified for the job, Mr. Prime Minister. That's the country I run now. Nobody with no qualification and it's okay to get a job.
Think about it. When someone right qualified people, you have policemen in Jamaica will qualify. You have right police in the force will qualify right now.
Yes.
You have right police in the force are qualified right now. But if you notice, no police don't get certain type of promotion, you know. Such man lift up, we want to lift up and put that certain promotion, you know. Yes. Police commissioner see when they do it, you know. You're in an army, you get pulled over in a it. Bypass all the police them. I would never take this post, brother. Think about your reputation. Think about you go sit down in that post with that scrutiny. Are you in there, you get up every day and come and work and everybody look for you shady. Why you put yourself in that? Think about it, man.
And people who qualify more than you for the job, looking at you while you lead them.
Think about it. You have man in there right now. You have people that feed right now who is more qualified than him. You have people that feed right now who is more qualified than him. And him, the big dons are going to go to, what am I going to go do? Brother, you know, sister, this of it, any reputation you have, brother, me want to know if any money is more than a reputation. Because nobody never really know, you know, Dennis Chung. Nobody never really know, you know. You see, look up a handful of people, you know you. Now the world, I know you, bro. Look on, you know, man. Let go that and go and go live your life, brother. Have a life to live, brother. I saw you're hungry. I saw the money big. Happy you get. What is this?
And see my the man say, boy, Prime Minister, let me think about it first. Let me get the backlash first. Let me the buckle if it's okay. The man take himself from JFF in no time. Put in him resignation and say, boy, him going to JFF. Just to take up the sport. The man, let me say, boy, you know what, Mr. Prime Minister, let me think about this first, man. Because I came out and I was defending you. Me know it's not so good with the public. So let me hear what's going on first. Man, take back the post of JFF here, man.
Tone deaf.
Take back the post of JFF, brother.
Tone deaf. Take back the post of Jeff. But this is a stop, man. Think about your whole tenure while you're going to be in that office. You're tainted forever. Bro, yes, you going to be tainted forever. This now going away, you know? No. And it seems as if them no, no. It seems as if all these people them look a bit of integrity, we have a little bit of integrity if they ain't got none at all. You look like they don't have none. It's like everybody choose to throw them life away for such man. What is this?
I told you yesterday after you, they said 80% of decent law-abiding citizens who have big jobs in Jamaica get corrupted. Only 20% leave.
The man corrupt everybody. Everybody get corrupt. Everybody. People used to be respectable, even though they are labor writer, we don't like them politics. But at least we couldn't say certain thing about them first time. But now it's like everybody in the labor right corrupt. It's like everybody make one man nasty, the whole of them up. Everybody is complicit. Everybody.
Mr. Nigel Clark run Carlos. Why Nigel Clark run? This must a reason why Nigel Clark run Carlos. There's a reason why Nigel Clark run, and I see Flavor Williams where I respect so much coming out and pick up Nigel Clark's slack. When Nigel Clark run from the lady, come pick it up. And if a crooked man. A crooked man. The man. And you alone find himself in this. Nobody ever tell him to do it. Nobody ever tell the Prime Minister to do anything. The Prime Minister alone cannot declare how he get him money. You know. And you want to take up the man. And you tell the people last night, take to the street. Come on, Mr. Prime Minister, what's up? It's a, all right, man. This is the Prime Minister. Loose cannon, loose.
Loose cannon. Deadly. Dangerous right now.
Yes.
Dangerous, bro. The man is willing to burn down Jamaica to hide his corruption and not to be prosecuted and give up back the wealth. You don't want to give it up. He might be integrity in a court. I rip up one part of the IC, right? I try. No, he must stifle the U.S. report. Tell me the other day, State Department report. Tell me that the FID only have 83 workers when they should have 240 workers. So it tell me say such manner defund the financial investigation division and he must squeeze it and choke it to death. You have 83 out of 240 workers. You are ready to choke it to death. Now you bring this man, go put the final nail in the coffin. What can go, sir?
You say a while ago, international partners say that. This is a serious money street, Carlos. This is money laundering, Carlos. America, Canada, England, and them top countries in around with money laundering.
This worse, you know.
It's a dangerous
This worse, you know. Remember, we just get a State Department report talking about government corruption and all these things. The same thing they talk about. The State Department report talk about the FID that Andrew Holness had defund the FID who have only 80 US make we know say 84, you know. A Jamaica will live. A Jamaica will come from and we never know say 83 workers in the FID when they should have 240. We never know that at the State Department, US State Department tell me. So what the US State Department is gonna say about this now because it get worse in the same FID. What they matter about? Remember the US say, remember what the US say about FID, you know? Say them are underfunded, you know. Such man squeeze it to death. So now what the US State Department are going to write again after this or something. That's why the man them say no good for the international image of Jamaica, with international status, yeah, and integrity.
International, sir. International. It's not good. It's not good. You keep on asking Andrew Holness, how you find yourself in the year, Andrew Holness. How? There's guidelines, man. You're the Prime Minister of the country, man. You should never, ever involved in these things, man.
And this can cause, if my CPA, them thing can cause Dennis Chung for losing license as a CPA, you know. He might if around and find out, you know. Bro, they say the man them go around such man and I dash with them character, them career, them dignity, them pride. Any little thing them having and the man them a sacrifice it. For what?
The guy came out publicly and said nothing wrong with the man. So there's nothing wrong with him, man. 4 years, him can't declare when he gets anything. So you see nothing wrong with it, sir. So what is your position?
Him already come to a conclusion. Him already come to a conclusion.
It's dangerous, man.
And then the man will come to conclusion. The man will come to conclusion without even looking at nothing. I make them talk, them judgment there. And at the same man you grab and put in, and that's supposed to be okay. And the thing that make it worse, you know what make it worse? Is when them water down the qualification, remove the 15-year law enforcement background. That make it worse.
Jesus Christ, the man moved the bottle. The man water down before.
Yeah.
Just to put the man walk at us. That's a crime.
Think about when you say them job, you know what job me see. People, sometimes you go online and we are look for job, don't it? We are seek out job and we are search. And you go online and see some nice job that is well paid. But you look yourself and say, boy, we don't have them qualification there. Think about it, people. How many times you go online searching for jobs and you see the pay, well paid job, but when you look at it and what they require, you know, so you don't got it, you skip and you go to the next job. I like that tell people, don't just skip and go to the next job. But upon your level where you qualify for.
With the standard of 10 years and whatever, and then they move the one up and water don't do nothing.
Yes, water don't you have to be the police. You have to need the police background. Come on, man. So Jamaica is not moving forward. The youth them get done, sir. You water down the qualification. You see, man, I mash up the country.
But teachers, we must have qualification to teach. If you don't have the qualification, a 500,000 in prison.
I see some on social media. Somebody say some simple little job at Jamaica, then why if you have CXC. How much CXC? I swear. We see this lady did a day on social media talk about jobs in Jamaica. So some simple little job at Jamaica. You have CXC.
It's alleged that Desmond Mackenzie don't have CXC. It's alleged.
God.
Desmond Mackenzie don't have CXC.
Me a dear man Carver saying don'ts. No, man.
It's bad. That's what they want to take Jamaica to. A dunce country. Dunce. Use it like a yo-yo. Fling you out and can't carry back.
Think about it.
So go here, man. Mr. Prime Minister, you are walking at danger. You're a prison, Mr. Prime Minister. You're going to prison. So anything happen today, it's on your watch.
Yep.
You say you instigate it. You say it.
Yep.
Anything happen today to nobody in Jamaica, it's on your shoulder.
Yep.
I want you to remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
JFJ, I do them little thing the other day, tell everybody come out in a blue, make the police them swarm the place. Looking stupid.
Right? Look stupid.
Stupid. No, you do this again. You do this again. And the same thing happened when we did that protest overseas. Remember? Him send out the millions them over here. Now everybody has seen it, you know.
Yes.
Everybody has seen who in pay if you come over here, you know.
Yes.
Everybody has seen who get pay if you come over here when someone talk about say brand Jamaica. No, a brand packet. A brand packet.
You can't have a peaceful protest. We don't know how them inners want a peaceful because they can't do better. Because if reach board in left, that's why they left, but then they can't do nothing about the nurses. Because they could have done nothing about the nurses, they do something about the nurses. It was unbelievable. They couldn't do anything about the nurses. Because if you look for the demonstration, you guys overseas, they come over there with them disruption. They some with police and intimidation. The PMP set up a protest peacefully.
So the chronicler say even Juicy Beef wants CXC to sell patties. I tell you, in Jamaica, I see a lady on social media the other day, and she mentioned some little job. We need how much CXC? They say, hold on there.
Okay.
No, sir. Most of we wouldn't get the job, but we left Jamaica come a foreign then. Most of we wouldn't get no job when we left Jamaica come a foreign then. Everybody want big this. What?
Desmond Mackenzie don't have CXC and Imawa. But Imawa? The minister.
Yeah, man. Minister of local government, man.
Minister of local government, and you don't have a CXC.
Big portfolio, you know. That's why such man take somebody, such man take the housing, bill another housing portfolio in a film office, duplicate. You know, so that's a social housing program. You have one in a Desmond Mackenzie, one at the Prime Minister office. You can't make that up. Corruption and kill with people. And this man should be the stand for corruption, against corruption people. Corruption people.
The brother should never even defend the ballot to run as a prime minister again. But because the JLP lost them value. I'm telling you, the JLP lost them value. The JLP is not a party anymore. It's Andrew Holness party, you know. The JLP lost them value. And it's when the election done, it's going to take them a long time to rebuild and recover. We can't tell them that. We're not going with it. We're not no future of the JLP party anymore.
Don't mark them, man. That scare them. This has scare them.
Yes, they must scare.
This has scare them big time. Yeah, man, this has scared the JP party, man. I mean,
you can't run and strong, Mr. Prime Minister. You cannot run and strong. You cannot run and strong, sir. A youth have the loot. Nobody's not the loot. You came out and say your belly full. You know, but the Jamaican belly full, you know. Ah, we, you know. You belly full. You feel your pot a boil, you your blood pot a boil. I seen a party last night. Oh, you stand up and all people are trapped. And then put them good all hungry. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, Jamaican. Stand up for our... We are better than that. We are better than that as a nation. I believe in the Jamaican people. And I believe nobody's supposed to go out there tomorrow or this morning with Andrew Holness. Because he now go out there, but he must send out people out there. And I say to Andrew Holness this morning and call us a podcast. When the thing happen, Mr. Holness, it's on your watch. You instigate it. You say it, sir. It's on record. Call us up. I'm going to leave it for now.
My brother. Respect every time, you know. Stay up here.
Yes, sir.
We have to pay attention and focus on this DRC, the development.
And I want to say before we leave, this is not a one-day protest, Mr. PMP. If you don't get, we continue for the whole week till this guy removed. Remember, this is not a one-day protest. If it's still there, we're going to protest till it moves. Because Andrew Holness want to go within the route. Just tell the people you get the money. This will be going on for a long time, you know. Don't tell the people how you get your money. And this will be over a long time. But you can't.
Man, coming an officer rich and can't tell how poor boy gets so rich. And I do everything to hide his corruption and his loot and not to get caught and prosecuted. Do everything. This last move, yeah, it make the prime minister look like a thief. I saw me see it.
No, you look color. This last move, this desperation.
Yeah, man. The desperate move, yeah. Make you look like a real thief, man. This bad. My brother, bless up yourself. Every time. Well, more to take the special moment and big up Claude Limok. Claude Limok is earth strong today. So may I say, happy birthday to Claude Limok. You know, say a couple days ago was mine. So we are Gemini, not true? Respect. I hope you live to see many, 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 many. So heal up, Dan Carlos. I'm going to get a soft drink. It's my Earth Strong. Hey, it's the Earth Strong. And my Earth Strong, we go drink some rum. I see next man, me get up, rum and supplement. Yeah, me tell you, say I drink some in the night. Me not tell you no. I buy a little flask, you know, the small flask. Yeah, me buy a small flask. I'm going to get some supplement and me drink. Yeah, me never drunk though, because me is not that type of drinker. Me not drink, me drunk. You understand me? And one time, maybe I drunk when I got to school at Stets. Because we were allowed to bring alcohol, go to school, drink and drunk. And before you know it, me a young youth. You understand me? From that, me never like the feeling of being drunk. So when me turn big man, me never go down that road there. But yeah, me did drink the white rum for my birthday. So bless up who have birthday today. I be in a Sarkodie. Blessings. Me I come for the mango them. Sorry, me say when they send me the box. And you know, so last night, me look on the picture of them. We send me the mango them. Me see somebody put in the comment section this morning, say who have them like them vitamin or something like that, or them protein this morning. They talk about and they were mentioning wormy mango. Mango with worms. But your mango them not no worm in them. So me roll for them mango because I want to sit down around them mango and eat like about maybe half a dozen before me ease up. Yeah, man. Bless up to each and every one. But people, make us listen to this again. I want to call in and tell me what to think about all of this, what you're talking about.
Now, I hear that they are going to have protests for manufactured rage and crises that don't exist.
Bruh.
Well, I want every Labourite to protest against this hypocrisy tomorrow. I want every Labourite, wherever you are, to protest in your workplace, to protest in the market, to protest wherever you are at the bad mindism of the PNP that is trying to bring down the progress of the people. Stand up, Labourites. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Stand up against the PNP.
Jamaica, what do you think about that? None of you guys now have nothing to say about it. One of you guys call me and we discuss what you just hear a while ago. If the PNP said them do a thing, why would such man want to send the Labour at them out there? Is it a form of instigating war or something? Why are you setting up Jamaican against each other? We are Labourite and PNP and people in a vote. We all live in Jamaica. We don't need that. Like I show you already, such man carry out his thing already and nobody bother him. Yeah? Morning, family.
Yes. As I said, the PM there, him losing way, man. Losing way big time. Because it's basically inside violence.
Talk up a little bit louder there. Because I want to hear everything you're saying.
It's basically inside violence. Because you know the opposition are going to go protest, right?
Yes.
And then you rev up your people to go to protest wherever they are, street, in the office or whatever.
Think about it.
Yeah, it's supposed to show you you're inside violence.
You come on my work or you come work for me are the boss. You come talk about your wear Labourite shirt, but you come protest. I'm sending you home. And that's what I tell them, you know? Say if you protest at their job. What kind of thing is that?
The funniest thing, Jamaican people protest for some of the wrong reasons. I never see the Prime Minister come out. I joined the nurses when him associate step up in the nurse. I don't even recall or see any news that he make mention about the nurse incident.
No, never see that either.
But this were a corruption that you are so afraid of. You rally up people for the wrong things. And the next thing, I'm wondering if this guy Chung here is a part of the accountant team.
His accountant team?
Yes, because it's like, look at this, it's like an electrician do a work for a person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he fail inspection. Or him talk about it is like him get details how transaction done and whatever. So how him talk about it is like him can't say why him fail the test. Or them red flag the account or the transaction them say XYZ. So it seems like he's the one. The PM asks him say, you have to fix it. So I'm going to fix him on a mess. You understand what I'm saying?
You know, brother, you're onto something, bro. Keep talking up here. A good meds that. Good meds. That this. So you said this brother might be part of his accounting team.
Yeah,
get sent up or so because there's like missing pieces, and fixing missing pieces, he have to go in here so to fix it.
Yes, and basically what Jamaica say, what people say, him have to go fix it. Just look at it.
They're gonna see two man. That the man, and it seems as if, I mean, why would a man make your reputation go to this? Because this is not good for nobody's reputation, you know that?
No. Eventually, you're going to investigation with a hit habit, and eventually you're going to investigation.
You might put yourself on an investigation by messing with this.
So it seems like him a part of the team. And him I wonder how come certain things red flag when him done certain things. So him have to go in and go fix it. That my view. Though it have been slow.
Bro. And see one lady, Florence Brown, put in the comment section, yeah, my brother say, you are right, Carlos. They can strike him off the registry as a certified accountant because I studied ACCA, and if we were told that if we get involved in corruption, we cannot use the designation. You hear that? So him willing to put him license, him job on the line for such man, me no know.
Yeah. It's very strange. And the next thing, this morning, at least they should have a press release from the police commissioner. It's upon a statement where the prime minister made, and knowing that the opposition was going to protest, and then you send out the inside violence. So you want a peaceful thing. The commissioner should at least send out a press release.
The commissioner should send out a press release.
Yeah. It's an uprising would have start. So them for sure them and say, right, want something peaceful. Despite the PM said this, PM said that, whatever. Yeah. Something should have come out from the JSF.
I agree.
So this now you're gonna know where them definitely stand. And stand on these utterances.
Yes. But JC, if I work for the man, police tell me, Police tell me,
say, at least know you don't know where they stand.
Yes.
This week on them.
Yes, you're right, my brother.
So,
Huh. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Your contribution will make sense. It makes sense, my brother. Thank you so much. Yeah.
All right.
Every time. The man are off, people. The man alleged said this brother might be part of his accounting team. And, put him over there so now him know him and look for and why him over there, him have to go over there. Look good as all people. Look safe, Jamaican people. Good morning, family. What's on the mind?
Hey, brother, greetings.
Greetings, my bro.
Yeah, man, regular listener, man, first time I call, yeah.
Respect, man. Welcome on board, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man, just want to say your program well brother. Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, so I mean, you find that good, just trying to give you sanity,
Yes, sir. Yeah, you take off. You have a headset there. Come on for hear, Yeah, man. If a 2 minute I give you, make me hear it clear, Your teeth piece I work. My teeth in time I work with bonafide people.
Yes, Carlos.
Yes, man.
Look, Carlos, me say, so me open my dream at all time. Always say me go back home to go and live when me finish work in America.
Yes.
But say, to be honest with you, when I see really go on right, under this government, I have to think twice, because I can't really see the Jamaican people and all of the other states them sit back and see this form of dictatorship that took place, and me not hear nobody go. You see me say?
Yes.
Because when I analyze this in the Carlos, even gun, me see them busted that day. You have to look into it and say why them gun don't supposed to come true. I say to me, me think say him know say when him appoint a guy, it will be bring up an uproar, So me know say I think he do it deliberately,
Me say, look here, man.
This guy, just read between the lines, brother. This is what I want, because Carlos, me tell you something, in a fight to win election, because he knows say he do not much for country for win election. Look, with him a fight, we gonna go prison, brother.
Yeah, man. At this point that we see a go on right now, man. Govern no country no more, man. Busy. I like the police them tell me, him a dummy in himself.
And between me and Carlos, I can't tell you right as a brother. He's not a tribalist, he's a patriotic Jamaican, my brother. As we see this before, my aim and goal is to go back home and look at days and live and go rest back in the brother. Back in my yard, my birthplace. But me I tell you, brother, if we see this guy after me, he's an advocate to me see this man around my brother. And me say, yes, I put a fresh year now, a young mind are coming.
Yes.
Especially man born and grow astonished, and I say yes. But brother, church, it is so wrong, my brother.
I was an advocate too. Likewise, the brother was just called. I have a call before the last brother there. The first brother we call advocate. Yeah, even vote for such man. So people, so most people come on platform and on that they are, you know. Most of we overseas, brother. We're not busy in our politics, brother. We're Jamaican. We just want the right man to do the right thing, bro.
Travelers, brother, me all this liquid. It's like, hey, brother, a government supposed to be of the people, by the people, for the people, you know, brother. The people that vote and put in for governing, brother, govern the country, you know, brother. That's supposed to be your duty, your job, and your number one priority, you know, my brother. So, Carlos, even the privacy speech, man, because last night, don't we ever mistake.
Yeah, man.
You see, Mr. Carlos? How can you make such a speech, my brother?
Yeah, devil speech with it.
How can you be a prime minister, brother, of your country? Make such a speech.
Hot up the people in the head, you know. Hot up the head, rile them up, you know.
Well, I tell you, brother, and sometimes I see some people in the crowd shake bill and a show bill. But if you understand this, you know, brother, you have to be a critical thinker at times. Because if people get paid, you know, even this brother now, Dennis Chung, is him appointed. You know, worry about your license, my brother. You get paid, brother. You don't get paid for your mission and work with my side if you do, you know. So, you know, we want a license, you know, brother. But I judge that, brother, I have to observe and see what I just watch and see what hopefully it's a peaceful protest today, you know.
Yeah, man. Because
and the man withdraw, man. I tell you, brother.
If he withdraw, man, I mean, he man not care about him family and I mean, think about it, man. You have a life, bro. But anyway, my brother.
You can't be a patient in Jamaica, Carlos, and accept such a word, brother. When you don't, remember, say you don't come out early out, you know. I say you don't think you send about money which is SSL, you know. You don't voice your opinion about it, you know.
Yep.
You don't come out and say there's nothing wrong with the man. That, you know, slam down right this, you know. You tell her where mindset, you know. And then you forgot a pipe at the same man, you said, no, brother, I have to go investigate you. In Carlos?
Yes, we have to pay attention to the island today. Respect here. Yeah, man. Thanks for calling me, brother.
Yeah, man.
Don't make it be the last time, you know.
No, man, definitely.
Respect. All right.
Yes.
The man they are work and you know, have a drop of vibes. You see me I say? The man they are work and have to say something for the country. So direct God can't. Me see somebody said the people who call the platform, no? I know people call my platform straight from Jamaica, man, every day. When I hear them, family wagwan.
Hey, Carlos, morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I do make a call from Simi, brother.
Yeah, call from Jamaica. Talk to me.
Man, I support you, but I love the thing we are doing. I love the thing we are doing. And the first time I call because I never really know how to get the number, so I just see them up on the thing.
Yes, respect. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Well, it's just a shame on this case, my brother, with what's going on here, and it's like people just observing the negative what's going on. One and two people stand up, and one of the reasons why I like your program, you don't take side. I mean, respect that.
Yes, I
respect that. You don't take side. For the man, as I said, for the man to get a piece of board, if you get a piece of board, no matter who, for you do good,
yes, man.
You do bad, you do bad. So I respect that with you. So
yes, man.
You know, but what's going on, my brother, is that the people them just, you know, we have too much negative in Jamaica. We have too much people on top. But yeah, my brother, we have to reach out back to you know because we have something to share.
All right. You got my number. You can call me off here and with reason. See it?
All right, Carlos. Respect, brother. Respect.
Respect, man. Big up all patriotic Jamaicans. All the way. We're not busy about party and side people, no, sir. Strictly the country. Jamaica needs somebody to fight for her. Ever since me born, appear man and party we have fight for. Good morning, family.
Hello.
Good morning, sister. What's on the mind?
Good morning in Canada, too. Good morning, Carlos.
Respect, sister.
Yes, well, I'm back again. Now, to be honest, I don't really know where to start. But what I can say under wholeness is got nothing called respect or shame. Nothing. Nothing. The story that is unfolding is verging on treason because he has mutilated the country. A few of them have mutilated the country and they've stripped it. Now, last night, he telling the labor right that they must come out because him here said them about have demonstration, this, that, and the other. for a prime minister, the tone that he used last night, who would you say is inviting the violence? Or who would you say is inciting the violence? Him. Him. Yeah? And it's wrong. And it's only God can tell me that I am not right. He is fighting left, right, and center to stay in power. But you know why he's doing it, Carlos? Because in reality now, the people's eyes, not all, but say the majority, their eyes are open. The opposition that is coming, them are not fool, them are not pia.
That's true.
And he is avoiding or trying to avoid prison because he knows it's coming, and it's not only him. There's a few of them there that on the Labour right side that is going to find themselves before the law, and they're not going to come out of it because the evidence is there. The wickedness that they have done to the people of Jamaica, yeah, them eyes not open. Them not see what are going in front of them. Some are, but some not. Yeah, and for me, the top and bottom of all, when you see Andrew Holness are going with that, because he knows them backside are going to go to prison. Because if this was in the 1880s or say 18 plunk, before me and you even think, before parents even think about it, he would have been and in England, yeah, then I came, Mukumba, go put him in the tower and then take off his head. He needs to be brought to book. And when we say bring him to book, because he has robbed the people of Jamaica. Robbed the people of Jamaica, and he is so barefaced and blatant with it. There's no explanation. You can't even say you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt. That doesn't make you the benefit of the doubt. You can't even say that you're going to give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Because it is there to be seen. It's in the back getting Malabo to move the constitution to fit them. Him are bringing the old criminal, them like himself to come shield him, them for creep look here, don't want cost no bad word. Him and Alabama thief, them when have the whole pissing lots of them. They need to be brought to book. Yes? And the Jamaican people need to see the consequences that they are going to get because them starve the people then. And it's wrong. Last thing you say you have a friend that's sending pallets of medical equipment and stuff. I do wonder to myself if it's really got to these places. Yeah, because what it's looking like now, if people have got anything of medical use or anything like that, you're going to have to send it to a named person. Because once it hits the wharf, and they say like, this to go to Maypen Hospital, yeah, the administrators of Maypen, without a name, you're lost really, because it only says this is for Maypen Hospital, although the paperwork prior will have given all the details, this and the other. But if people are sending ambulance and they change the paperwork, what else won't they do?
Thank you.
But you know, the more it unfolds, is the worse it's getting. And you know another thing when Fred I know to call also, which I think is really scared, the DPP won't be there again to cover for him. So cases or anything found against him will be put down for 2 years or 2.5 years, and then time lapse. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because that's what she was doing in it. Put on the case, them and talk about times lapse that she can't find paperwork, she can't find it. Oh, she did that, England Carlos. The law society, so you can prove it. Law society take your license And the people that when she do it to would have probably turn around to her and she would have to find a way to pay them. It couldn't happen here. Yeah, them take the people and them have a right. Them kill people as they have a right. Them do what they want to do as them have a right.
Yep.
The police, them is what I would call unprofessional, because them are not, I would call them professional people, because they never, some of them never fit to go sweep street. Some of them don't even have the fit to go and sweep the street, because if people are passing here, sweep the street, and you sweep the dust on them, they can report you and get money too. Yeah, they use the talk to the people that like them is hooligan. The people that is of
Finally.
no value.
Thank you, sister. Let me take a next call from you. They hear enough love, you know. Enough love, mama. Every time.
Yes, up to you, love, right?
Yeah, man. Yeah. People, could hear this first. Again.
Now, I hear that they are going to have protests for manufactured rage and crises that don't exist. Bruh. Well, I want every labor right to protest against this hypocrisy tomorrow. I want every labor right wherever you are to protest in your workplace, to protest in the market, to protest wherever you are at the bad mindism of the PNP that is trying to bring down the progress of the people. Stand up, labor rights. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Stand up against the PNP.
Good morning, my brother. Wagwan. What's on the mind?
Yes, Andrew Holness is calling on labor rights to stand up for him. While he was enriching himself over the 9.5 years, going 10 years, labor rights never get no ice mint, never get nothing substantial to change their social standing. Their children never benefit from his prime ministerial position. He and his family, a few ministers and businessmen have benefited from the loot and the rogue government that he operates. But yet he is calling on those poor parents who couldn't send their children to university or college. They had to abort those plans because of the economic collapse solely caused by greed and selfishness of Andrew Holness. And I am telling Andrew Holness today that those people will fail to respond to his call today. Today is a good day, Carlos. I remember when we were talking Saturday, and I said, Carlos, no more court orders. This man doesn't care about civil proceedings, right? Demonstration is more effective. And I'm telling you, Carlos, people are listening to your program.
Yes.
And when they listen to your program, it's reaching the political hierarchy, right? Yes, man. Andrew Holness is shameless. The man is no good. He basically said that the concerns of the people are unfounded in regards to him positioning Dennis Chung in such sensitive position to cover politicians, to enrich himself, and also to close all investigations into the Prime Minister and the illicit members of Parliament. Right? That is what he is sent there for. And let me tell you something, man. When I heard Peter Phillips give a speech on the matter and said he will be there protesting this morning, I was so impressed.
Think about that. Peter Phillips
spoke about Andrew Holness in 2011 and said he was spending illegal money. Look out, people. And we didn't follow through. We were careless. 2011, now is 2025. And we still have Andrew Holness to deal with. And we just follow up on Peter Phillips, because at that time Andrew Holness was the leader of opposition. He didn't become prime minister as yet. So he transitioned from education minister into opposition leader. And at that time, his profile was increasing, his wealth was multiplying at a rapid rate, Carlos. And we didn't take the call from Dr. Peter Phillips. Oh my God, what a missed opportunity.
Because what people don't know is that, what I read is that Dr. Peter, that's why I respect Dr. Peter Phillips, who said on this platform is a man of integrity. And listen why I said that. During Dr. Phillips' tenure, Dr. Phillips had Scotland Yard and the feds listening in on Jamaican phone call. They signed an MOU with the feds and Scotland Yard to try to rid Jamaica corruption, to listening and calls we can bug phone. When such man came in there, such man went to Israel. Go get something at Israel would look like a tap free phone. So no more focus on corruption up at top, where Dr. Phillips was focusing on. But it seems as if the focus is on the people, bypassing the main problem up at top of politicians. So you see it, even the feds in the United States, they were disgusted at such man for doing that. Remember me, I tell the people, even the feds, it's all there, you can go read these things, that Britain and the US was listening, Phillips signed an MOU with them so they could wiretap. When such man come in there, him scrap that and got Israel. Yes, brother.
Yes. Andrew Holness is a danger to society. He has raided our public purse, and our people are suffering as a consequence of his actions. Right? A lot of those labor rights that he has called upon, some of them are hungry. They don't even have bus fare, they don't even have taxi fare, they don't have any job.
Think about that. Wow.
His call is mostly on deaf ears because he has made Jamaica so hard. A lot of the people who he's calling upon to stand up, they have migrated, Carlos. They couldn't survive under his control. They're gone. They're gone to look a better life for themselves and their families. So, Andrew Holness, your call for labor rights to stand up against the PNPs. And I want to tell you, that the protest today is not really only about PNP. I think there's a national momentum, Carlos, that is building up to remove Andrew Holness from power. So it is not a partisan activity today. It is a combined effort to send Andrew Holness a strong message. This guy is a wicked person. Carlos, you know how long the man should call the election? Our country is unstable. The country not moving anywhere. People are suffering. And the people are constantly calling for the man to indicate when the election will be. And he has no concern for the public, neither for the opposition. The man is punishing everybody in Jamaica right now,
Yeah, man. They say it's all about him right now to cover his tail. This man now govern people. I move the man and move around things to protect himself. Even though he's with no governance. You see, man, all about himself. Did the man build one school, one hospital? But can you imagine the amount of apartment complex where him and his wife completed in the last 10 years? Did they build a school and hospital? So no part of this man of governance no seems as if it benefits Jamaica. It's all about him. And right now, is desperate, and I'm expecting more desperate moves. We don't see them yet.
But Dennis Strong, is he going to run the risk of drawing the ire of the opposition that is going to form government in a few months' time, exposing himself to prosecution and danger? Why would he put himself on the line? One, to get richer, and to protect Andrew Holness and his regime. Look here, Dennis Strong, you don't see what time of the day it is. They are going to form mass protests against you in front of the office that you will occupy. So why would you be going there?
It don't make no sense,
You're
bro.
exposing yourself and your family to danger.
Think about that. And then I wonder, what benefit him I get if him still push on? If for me, I say, no, brother, me don't want this. Me don't want this. Nobody never know this man, you know. Enough people never know Dennis Strong, you know. Enough people never know this man, you know. All of a sudden, in the spotlight for not the right reasons. Not the right reasons.
The man, it was revealed that the man was working at KFC, and all the facts had it up, right? Because everybody knows of Mark, that's the owner of KFC. I don't remember his name now, but everything is adding up, right? The man was so eager to get rich and live a luxurious life to the point where he has stolen a television from a raffle.
This brother, yeah.
I told you I told you last week, you know, that guy would do anything to get money, you know.
Right.
And it was revealed that he was a part of that and he had to be fired from KFC because he didn't want the customers to get the luxury television. So he devised a fraudulent scheme for him to obtain it.
How you say?
And the owner of KFC fired him on spot, basically telling him to leave KFC compound. So why would you have this man in the public domain angling our national affairs?
The bad man. This bad. This bad. I hope the PNP go out there go make their voice be heard. The nurses them went out there and them do it. And they do it the right way. Yeah, and the voice is heard. Yeah. And the labor the expect to go out there. I don't know, you know them turn already in a $5,000 on a box lunch and one green shirt.
I was referring to Mark Myers, the owner of KFC Jamaica franchise. What were you saying about the box lunch and money?
You know, say box lunch and $5,000 will pull any labor to see out there today. A box lunch and $5,000.
They're not getting any $5,000. Carlos, when these people are going to conference annually, the most they get, Carlos, is $2,000. For a person to get $5,000 from them, Carlos, they have to be way up in the they have to have influence in their communities, you know, like at the supervisor level. And guess what? The ordinary person, they have to collect the money when they are on the bus, and they cannot come back outside of the bus. They have to proceed to the national stadium at the conference. Other than that, they can't get any money from them. 5,000 is too much, man. $2,000 Carlos they're getting, and not everybody getting it. Not everybody is getting it, right? Sometimes they don't even get any food too. So this $5,000 thing is a fantasy. Most of the supporters do not get that.
Wow.
Because I remember the last conference when for example, Faval Williams' constituency, they were getting only $3,000 to board the bus. So I don't know where this $5,000 figure comes from, Carlos, but they're not getting that Politicians are heartless, you know. They don't, look here, they don't care if people are hungry and can't survive, you know. They only want to fulfill their political ambitions, right? By riding on the backs of the poor.
Yeah, man, it's clear, open, especially after Dr. Da's revelation there. It does show you everything. It does rip off the cover of the healthcare system. You see all the gears them in it. And it tell you what going with other other ministries too. You know? These are hustling things, a flea market.
Somebody in the comment section said that the finance ministry is covered with police right now. There's some powerful people coming out, you know. Mark Golding is out right now. Peter Phillips, all those men are out now, you know. Andrea Stevens, because why Andrea Stevens, I can't believe. I remember when the PNP was down and Mark Golding was in the political wilderness. And little Andre, the PNP, rides on Andre's back. Little Andre. This is unbelievable. You know? But let me tell you something, man. The people of Jamaica are feeling it so hard that they are not listening to Andrew Holness. One, why is he refusing to call the election? People are begging him to call the election, and the guy insists that he doesn't want to call the election. No, look here, the country is in such a mess. The man has enriched himself and his family. And when the opposition is saying, no, you can't put Dennis Chung there, he's saying that the concerns are unfounded. You see that we don't have a practical prime minister and how dangerous it is to continue with that man at the end, Carlos.
Yes, sir. See, you make headline here, says the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, and Prime Minister Andrew Holness has urged party members to protest against demonstrations by the People's National Party, PNP, over the appointment of Dennis Chung to the Financial Investigation Division. So see that paper there? Him urge his supporters to come out and protest against the demonstration. What do you mean by that? Protest against the demonstration. This man try to start some shit as a leader, you know. As a leader.
The same thing that he did to JFJ. Right? Out of a genuine concern.
Yes.
To stop the excess police killings in Jamaica. He sent out persons to go out there and wear a particular color in support of the police. Can you imagine? When JFJ was addressing a genuine concern, and same as the opposition now, is expressing a genuine concern. He's telling people to go out there and protest against a genuine concern. Carlos, this man is a danger to society. Look at his frame of mind. Listen to what he is saying. He doesn't care. But I'm telling you, you know, that Dennis Chung, if he takes this position, you know, because so far he has accepted it. So if he continues with it, you know, Carlos, and the opposition wins government, you know they're going to mangle him and put him in custody, Carlos. You know that, right? There is no he far no, but you know.
He might put himself in a trouble. And him have a CPA license to protect. Him on a CPA. Is he CPA something like that?
What is that?
You have a license, accounting license. Yes.
All of that could be lost.
Why am I put everything by the line? Brother, me that stepped down last night. Me that put out something from last night. Say, you know what, from days ago.
Yeah. But Dennis Chung, you cannot defy the will of the people, Dennis Chung. You're putting yourself in problem. Because I'm telling you, if he continues in that position, as of today, and the opposition comes into power, say 3 months' time or 4 months' time or whatever, because we can't predict what Andrew Holness is doing. Dennis Chung would be one of the first person the prosecution would have to send for. Bangle him from behind, put him in handcuff, and put him in a service vehicle and whisk him off, man. Various charges, man. Right? Obstruction of justice and conspiracy to money laundering, all those charges can be preferred against him.
So, I say, Dr. Dayton Campbell.
Because I think he's
going
there to waste time.
Press release.
He's going there to drink milk and protect politicians and corrupt businessmen who are heavily involved in money laundering. Yeah, you were saying something about that.
In that way, I do then I go work that backfire upon him, brother. Because wrong end up in a bang. We know that. No matter see PNP put out something a while ago. Them said the PNP calls on all well-thinking Jamaicans, civil society organizations, the private sector, and the international community to take note of this dangerous escalation and hold the Prime Minister accountable for his words. We must never allow democracy to be replaced with intimidation. Yo, you see that? The PNP,
so in other words, now the PNP is in a stronger position and they are listening. I told you last week, Carlos, that Andrew Holness doesn't care about any court orders. The people going out there in a mass demonstration is highly effective, you see? And I am happy that the PNP has chosen that route. Going to court, that cannot, because he's going to appeal straight up to the Privy Council, Carlos. The only court you should carry Andrew Holness is criminal court, where you parade it. You don't know what you do with guys like Andrew Holness. Come on, man. I should be a part of the team. Carlos, when you grab Andrew Holness, you know, you highlight, you parade him in front of the public, you know, calling the media, you know, with him in handcuff. You know, that's how you're deal with guys like those, right?
Mm-hmm. Make the world see him.
Even international media and parade him before you take him into the courtroom and parade him back when you take him outside, when you're taking him outside, right? Handcuff.
Perp walk. Want to see the perp walk?
Through the window. Hmm?
Yeah, we want to see the perp walk. Yeah, man. We must see the perp walk, bro.
Carlos, let me tell you something, man. Our country is ravaged by the actions of Prime Minister Andrew Holness. This guy has done such cruelty to our people, Carlos. The amount of youth who have the qualifications to go into UWI and they can't even see the entrance right now because they don't even have the lunch money and the bus fare to go up there. Moreover, to pay the first tuition fee. And even if it is to be paid in installments, they still can't find the first installment. Do you know how many dreams and aspirations have been vanished under the control of Andrew Holness? My God, I've seen some precious lives.
Mm.
They just become hopeless now. The country is it's very hard to survive in Jamaica right now. Rent alone, Carlos, in Kingston and Montego Bay has become impossible to pay. And NHT, all the countless billions to plug that loophole to reduce the housing crisis in the cities. And instead, they transferred billions of dollars from the NHT through various mechanisms, put it in the consolidated funds, and then steal the money afterwards. They even went further by putting it into SSL. And the owner of SSL would have just given it back to them in their pockets. Carlos, can it get worse than that? I told you, so many young professionals have to be leaving the cities to go back to their rural places of birth on a one-bedroom on their parents' school building to survive. They couldn't stay in the city because Andrew Holness's corruption was having far-reaching effect and implication on them. You think a man just get rich without people facing severe hardship, especially from stolen funds in the public domain? There must be consequences for every dollar that has been stolen. People's lives get harder.
True.
So I'm saying to Anjoles, man, do not call on any labor rights because the labor rights will not take your call. They are hungry. You have deprived the children of the labor rights equally like the PNP. So they will not stand for you. They're feeling it. Sometimes it's the same PNP people have to share their food with labor rights right now, you know?
Me not disbelieve in my brother.
Yes,
Me not
because
disbelieve
one
it.
thing, people still have love in Jamaica.
Yes.
So they have to share because right now, I can tell you, people in PNP people are more educated than labor rights, you know?
That makes it. Come on, this video I'm about to show you right now. Look on this one. And McGregor, make a understand, so that's McGregor constituency, you know. Labour and PNP come out for him, you know. So you see it? You see that? So the people must show love, and hear such man angrily I set up the people against each other. This is 2025. This is 2025. And we just show the 2025. PNP and Labour right play the song. They might dance and now go love it. If a PNP shut a Labour right, now go love it. If a Labour right shut a PNP, now go love it. It's a unity songs. Yeah, in a unity song. And McGregor, it said McGregor's constituency, the policeman, the ex-cop. And the Labour right them come there and unity, everybody dance. And if you listen to such man now.
Now, I hear that they are going to have protests for manufactured rage and crises that don't exist. Bruh. Well, I want every labor right to protest against this hypocrisy tomorrow. I want every labor right wherever you are to protest in your workplace, to protest in the market, to protest wherever you are at the bad mindism of the PNP that is trying to bring down the progress of the people. Stand up, labor rights. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Stand up against the PNP.
Yes, sir.
The labor rights that he's calling upon cannot even stand up at his house in Beverly Hills. They can't even get a job on one of his construction sites because it's Chinese nationals building those apartments for him and his wife. I've seen them personally with my own eyes.
What? And them talk about choose Jamaica? You talk about the people that said choose Jamaica, choose Chinese. The government of Chinese to build them place.
All those labor right contractors have been left without a job. They don't have no inheritance to pass on to their children because of Andrew Holness. So I don't know who are the labor rights that Andrew Holness is calling on now. I know strong GLP activists who had to migrate under Andrew Holness. He couldn't survive and he was a top-class businessman. And he left Jamaica. That man used to be in everything when it comes to election time and galvanizing support in the community, right, for the GLP. It was outstanding. He had to leave Jamaica under Andrew Holness.
Wow.
That businessman is running Uber now overseas.
Wow. So you hear this man talk about the man I say manufactured outrage. The man not see nothing problem, bro. I lie, everybody I tell him not see nothing wrong with Dennis Chung being there. He not see nothing wrong. I manufactured outrage. And him I tell you, look at people them, you know, and them I believe in. Yes, sir, true. Me not see what them I make nice for. And somebody might say, well, Dennis Chung used to work with Deering and Bunting, but if the boss where you used to work for say you know qualify for your post, whom if you believe?
I saw that too.
Hold on there. If you used to work with Deering and Bunting, that are under Bunting and Mark Gold in business, and them say him have the qualification for this job, whom if you believe, bro? The boss give it.
Don said, listen, if you listen to Dennis Chung very well over the years, Dennis Chung can hardly give a speech, you know. His oratory skills are very bad. No good. And the PNP is highlighting his track record that every institution he goes to, they have to dismiss him. He's not staying there too long.
Yeah, man said that me see Labor man say him qualify man because he used to work at Bunting, Deering, Bunting and Golden, Bunting and Deering and whatever it name. And me I say, hold on, and them are him boss. Them are him boss. Golden was his boss. You know, Bunting was his boss. And one of them come tell me say, him not qualify. So I mean, come on, man. You need a recommendation from your last job, don't you?
You know, we have to tell Peter Bunting and Mark Golding thanks, you know, because I see the pressure that they are putting on.
Yes.
And had it not been for men like those right now, you know, Andrew Holness would have a free reign. And thank God, you don't realize that they're not carrying Philip Alwell beside them. Thank God they are taking steps to protect the people of Jamaica. Can you imagine if you had a Philip Alwell in the background helping Andrew Holness and out of control and nobody in the PNP couldn't do anything, Carlos? Can you imagine what would happen to our country? You see why we need leaders with integrity? Right? This man Andrew Holness was parading Philip Alwell regularly with him, you know. And guess what? The higher men in the party said, we will have none of this. We need to take back our country and run the country properly.
Brother,
I'm telling you, man, today is a good day
for democracy. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Dennis Chung is a dangerous person. And Carlos, as you said a while ago, that this man, if he takes on this position today, he wouldn't have any care for his own ambition. And his family too, that of his family, he would be putting your family at great risk. This is not any particular section of society that is opposed to his appointment. You know, it's a national momentum, Carlos.
It's embarrassing, man. Me wouldn't want the job. Me wouldn't want the job. Me wouldn't want the job.
But Carlos, that is, if Dennis Chung, who is a chartered accountant, has to be so aggressive to earn money in Jamaica. Just think of the average citizens, Carlos, who doesn't have any opportunity. This guy is supposed to be a director on board, you know, and still putting his life on the line, his career on the line for corruption. What about the average citizen who have no connection, who don't know Andrew Holness or Christopher Tufton or any business leader? How do they survive? We don't have a framework for people's lives to make progress.
Can you imagine what else is man do behind the back we not find out yet? Can you imagine what is man do behind the back we not find out yet?
Exactly.
You can imagine the institution where this man water down to put him friend them in there. Can you imagine a post like this, right? The qualification to get it is XYZ. Why you take out X and Y and Z and whatever you take out it? Why you water it down to tail light for your brethren? Why? Why you don't need the law enforcement part tonight?
I remember distinctly when Dennis Chung said that Usain Bolt's money didn't reach SSL account. You didn't remember that?
Yes.
And Usain Bolt is in receipt of those funds dispersed to SSL.
Something all right.
And then he compared the Prime Minister's bank accounts with that of businessmen who are operating. Can you imagine? So Andrew Holness's position as a Prime Minister is a business.
Mm-hmm. They don't see too.
Well, it's a corrupt business and it's a lucrative business.
Because look,
what?
28,
People suffer.
28 bank accounts, numerous businesses, man get all doctorate out of it. All kind of stuff. Come on, man. Very lucrative for him. What an achievement.
Carlos, I pointed out to you Saturday gone that there was a prominent property tycoon in Vietnam was sentenced to death because of grand embezzlement schemes in her company.
Mm-hmm.
And she had to refund billions of dollars. And her life, so far her life is being spared. Right? But she will never see the light of day again. It's the same kind of thing that have to happen to politicians who have stolen poor people's money, Carlos. When I look at Huey and Professor Hilary Beckles have to say, listen, we can't survive anymore. We don't have the money. We have to turn up here in a business center to earn money to survive. Can you imagine how that watered down our education? Things are no longer the same, Carlos. Our children stick and sent to Bustamante Hospital for children and they go there and die. KPH is like an holding era for funeral homes. If you go there in any critical stage, 98% that it's positive that you will die or your condition will get worse.
So Gene Allen said protests in progress, not seeing any signs of labor rights yet.
I'm telling you, the labor rights are hungry. And Joel is calling on deaf ears. Because guess what? While he was piling up his billions, he and his wife, and guys like Delroy Chuck, he should have shared the proceeds with the people on the ground. So if he called on them now, they would have responded. But they are hungry and hopeless. And police are killing off their children too. So they are so bad that they can't come out to protest Andrew Holness.
And this is going to show if look here, can you imagine no labor right now come out there today? I can't tell him I'm rile up the place and him the Prime Minister. What would that be a shame and another? Why? This the thing that's yo.
Yeah.
This not sound good, brother. Give me a final thought.
Andrew Holness doesn't have any standing, Carlos, because you see selfish and greedy people. After a while, the people realize them for who they are. So he's not going to get that support. They are hungry. Andrew Holness, you can't call up on the labor rights to go out there and protest this morning. They are hungry. You use the police force to kill off their children. Right? And so many of them migrated under your leadership because they couldn't survive. So Andrew Holness, you're calling on deaf ears today. Full speed ahead that the people must embark on. Because remember, this is not a PNP rally today. It's a large section of society who are feeling hurt.
Oh, the man mad, the man might go ahead and protest himself. Because desperate enough, brother. They are desperate enough. Expect other desperate move from this man now, people. Huh?
Yeah, but we are not going to be sidetracked by Andrew Holness's posture.
Not at all. Shouldn't.
Our intention now as a people is to make sure that Andrew Holness is prosecuted and all the funds that he has taken will be confiscated and give back to the country so that the country can be run properly, Carlos. Right? All those monies, SSL money, NHT money, charity money, remember charity money is not his money, you know, so government have to seize that money to, you know, Carlos.
When they can buy bond for himself.
Yes, man, all those monies have to be seized, man. Government have to take all those money. It's illegal money, corrupt money, tainted funds. Right? So those funds are not his. If remember, the man is not running the very business that he said he registered and incorporate, Carlos. They don't even have employees. You don't see fraud all over that.
Wow. Yep. Nobody not in it at work. You're a businessman, nobody a collect a salary out of it.
Exactly. And he's not paying taxes either. Don't forget that. Nil returns.
Nah, sure.
Understand the danger of this man. Nil returns. While the poor, struggling businessmen have to pay their taxes. So in closing, Carlos, you have a very exciting program, right?
Thank you,
Dennis
brother.
Strong is no good. KFC had to fire him because he committed fraud with one of their televisions that should have given to customers, and he took it for his personal use.
Oh, yes.
He's no good. No good whatsoever. You can call yourself accountant and stealing a television.
Oh, yes.
When one poor customer could have gotten it.
Them are some serious allegation, you know. Oh, yes. Me have to go look for that. Me have to go find that. But Bunting have something to say about him, so we can listen it after you hang up. Oh.
I told you that Dennis Strong got his big breakthrough when he became chairman of National Solid Waste Management Authority. That's the time he started to hold good money now and build up himself. He's no good. He's one of them who are riding on the backs of the poor and parade himself. He's no good. Make sure you don't show up at the Ministry of Finance today. You're a danger to society. You must be looked upon with shame and scorn. Dennis Strong, you're no good.
Boy, my police protection. My brother. Respect, you know.
Well, once you're in a certain sensitive position, you will get close protection officers, right? So it's a normal thing. It's not that anybody is threatening him or anything like that. The position comes with that kind of security, all right? So I don't listen to the Jamaica Observer, you know, because its position is to spin and spew false narratives.
The news media in Jamaica like they're a blogging them.
As if he's under any personal.
Honestly, right now,
it comes with the position.
Let me ask you a question. Because the other day, I read with a bridging. I may ask him the same question before you hang up. Let me ask you a question. Don't you see that independent grassroots journalists are doing a more accurate job than than mainstream media in Jamaica? People like me and others, the type of work we do, don't you find them more credible than mainstream media?
Absolutely.
Because it look like mainstream media are them a blogger. It's like we take up the real journalist type of work, the research we do and all type of stuff, and make sure with data with I's and cross with T's before we come out here and mention anything. But it seems as if mainstream media turn blogger. Me see independent journalists get it accurate, people.
I see Catherine saying that Andronis is going to issue $5,000 on chartered buses to go out there and demonstrate. Catherine, anybody waiting on that is going to wait until thy kingdom come. Right? They're not going to give poor people their $5,000 to go out there. They ask them to go out there to demonstrate for free. But poor people are not fool.
My brother, bless up, you know.
All right.
Every time.
Okay.
Yes, sir. My brother, Wagwan, where you here there? Still live?
Charlotte.
Yeah.
You still live?
Yeah, man.
What the Prime Minister has done last night? He committed political suicide.
What the Prime Minister do last night? A political suicide?
Yes.
You can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot wind up people like that. You're gonna pay dearly. You know them that said 30 or 40 seat. I think if they get 5 seats, general election, they get a lot. This is political suicide. The Prime Minister has committed last night. Wind up people. Be responsible. That's not how a leader lead. No matter what, man. You can't wind up the people like that. It is bad. I want to listen to most of the PNP members. That's what they're saying. It is the Prime Minister has committed political suicide. The utterance from his mouth last night. That wasn't. That seemed like me and you come out up on the street and we have argued against one another. This is the Prime Minister of the country.
Yeah.
This is bad.
The man going to keep a mad. The man going to keep a losing mind. I'm mad out tower. I don't know.
Everyone of the members of the People's National Party saying that the words that came from the Prime Minister last night was shocking.
I'm mad at this way I see right before I walk on.
It's a madman. It's a madman. It's a mad, but nobody not. Me you call us. I don't know if it's head boy or who they talk to you. Nobody now come out because and the owners came out last week and said, I see my room belly full. He never include everybody else. He says in belly full.
President of the
Nobody now come out.
Good day, Jamaica.
Nobody those days.
Good day, Jamaica.
And he was not and he don't want nobody anymore. Because them see straight to Andrew Owen. Andrew Owen is for himself and his family. This, what's going on here, it's bad because it has shown Andrew Owen more on the international scene. This, that demonstration by PNP, it's go worldwide.
Yep.
And the cry is, Carlos, this will go worldwide.
Yep.
This could put Andrew Owen more, man. This game more bad than good.
Yeah, my brother.
Just relax, sir. Just relax, sir. Let the sea take its course, man. Whatever happen. But the way you try to protect, it seems like this man have billions. I don't know. It seems to me like Mr. Prime Minister have billions to protect. But you know, because there's so much at stake here.
Yo, too much, brother. They say there's more what we not see than what we see.
Yeah.
You hear me? I didn't want to stop we from seeing everything. There's more what we not see.
Yeah.
And if remember, the Integrity Commission only can do so much. That's why them send it to the what? The Fed. We can go deeper. So we're going to see what the Integrity Commission willing to show we right now. But the deeper a Fed. You understand me?
Yes. And this man don't want the Fed to go deeper.
Yeah. So, hey, respect, you know. Because Dayton Campbell just put out a report. I'm want a press release. I want to play that for my audience. Bless up here.
Right.
Every time, my brother. Manas. So people may go hear what Dayton Campbell has said because he put out a press release, you know.
Holding.
Hold on.
Fellow Jamaica. My fellow Jamaicans. This is Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party. I speak to you today on the right side of democracy. And I must condemn in the strongest terms the reckless, inflammatory statements made by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. At the JP rally, he incited his supporters to confront peaceful citizens protesting corruption. He called us agents of bad Bainism and urged laborers to protest in their workplace, in the market, wherever they are. This isn't leadership. It's a dangerous incitement. Jamaica knows the bloodshed political violence brings. For our Prime Minister to fuel division in markets, workplaces, and streets, it's irresponsible. It endangers lives. But hear this clearly. The PNP's protest today and always will be peaceful, lawful, and principled. We will not be threatened or distracted from demanding accountability. To civil society, the private sector, the international community hold the Prime Minister responsible These words aren't just reckless, they undermine democracy itself. We stand for Jamaica's safety, for justice, for institutions free of intimidation. Join us. Stand firm. We will not go back to the dark days being encouraged by the Prime Minister and the Jamaica Labour Party. May God bless Jamaica. My fellow Jamaicans.
So, when you hear Dr. Dayton Campbell, him not mince no words. He might come out and speak it like it is. Him not mince the words, people. That's Dr. Dayton Campbell. That's what the Prime Minister do, is like him incite violence. And that's how you do this. And that's how you do this, man. No, man. No, me hear something Mr. Bunting say. I'm going to play it so you guys can hear what I'm going on. Because Mr. Bunting have something very interesting to say. Yesterday, me do a video where I talk about Aromatic TV, who this JLP blogger send him threat. The other day, we hear next man say me rising gun, and the other JLP blogger say me rising gun for JLP party. And I'm not see nobody in the government come out and condemn it.
Spokesperson on National Security, Senator Peter Bunting. Senator, appreciate you talking to us. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Diana, and good evening to your listeners.
So we had heard from the opposition that said they intended to take this matter to court. Is that still the position? We heard that from Mr. Golding yesterday.
No, that's not what he said. I was there beside him.
Okay.
Because we're looking at all the options, including that, but we did not commit to taking it to court. However, when you, in your opening, you spoke to the fact that Dennis Chung had, by his public statements, already demonstrated his biases and prejudice around the Prime Minister's cases. He was critical of the Integrity Commission report, and, well, two very important cases that the FID will have to deal with. Referral for illicit enrichment, and also the SSL case, which you might recall Selvin Hay, before he left the post, had said more charges, more persons were to be charged, and those charges were imminent. About 18 months have gone by, and we've heard nothing of that. So that was one. But the second, and perhaps even more compelling one, is that he's absolutely unqualified for this job. The chief technical director is not like a chairman of a board or a director of a company. They're the ones who would supervise complex investigations, sometimes across jurisdictions. They must be people who are accustomed to leading sensitive vetted units. Because those of us who have worked in law, in national security, would understand that you only share intelligence to the extent you trust the other party. So even when we, for example, might have a narcotics unit that shares intelligence with our international partners, you have to be sure that the person you appoint there has been vetted to a standard that these units will feel comfortable sharing intelligence with. So when you take somebody who has no experience in law enforcement, no experience in investigating financial crimes, no experience in anti-money laundering, regulation, etc., then you're really turning the agency into a puppy show.
Hold that thought for me, Senator. I'm right at the break. Let me take the break, do a little bit of business, and come back and wrap up with Senator Peter Bunting talking to us. Remember our WhatsApp line, 876-254-0693. Thank you so much for staying with us. We continue with you on Beyond the Headlines. I'm Dion Jax-Miller. We are talking about questions which have been raised about the appointment of Chartered Accountant Dennis Chung to head the Financial Investigation Division. Now, as I mentioned, the Gleaner published a story a short while ago noting that the post, when advertised in November had listed as one of the qualifications minimum of 12 years experience in law enforcement. When that position was re-advertised in January, it then said 12 years experience at the managerial level. And the Gleaner also points out that former chief technical directors of the FID include former senior cops Calvin Small, Justin Felice, and Selvin Hay, the most recent head. Mr. Hay had been a deputy commissioner of police. Justin Felice had come, listeners might remember, from Northern Ireland, where he had been in the force there and took up the position of ACP, Assistant Commissioner of Police, dealing with anti-corruption issues here. And Mr. Small had been a senior superintendent of police. We're talking with the opposition spokesperson for national security, Senator Peter Bunting. Senator, the finance minister sent out a statement this afternoon saying that this idea that the government should insert itself into the process is, quote, reckless and dangerous, and says Mr. Chung possesses ample, well, let me read up a little bit more, characterizing Mr. Chung. The minister says, as quote unquote, just an accountant, demonstrates ignorance as it pertains to the competency and skill set for the position, and that saying he possesses ample relevant education, experience, and skills. The minister says the selection process was transparent, the position was advertised, candidates were shortlisted and interviewed. He came out successful and they stand firmly behind his selection, and says that due process was.
Play ball, do your job. You're incompetent doing your job. You come out and attack. You see that woman there? Everybody character questionable under such man. Everybody are left with doodle upon their face. It's bad.
Observed. How do you respond to the minister's response?
I think the Gleaner story, which you referred to earlier, has exposed the hypocrisy of that statement. Obviously, the post, the two ads were adjusted to accommodate the lack of qualifications of Mr. Dennis Chung for the post. And I will tell you, even looking at the November ad, I thought it was too general. It just spoke to law enforcement in general. It should have spoken to persons with experience in investigating financial crimes, people experiencing supervising complex investigations across multi-agencies or multi-jurisdictions, people with specialized training in cyber intelligence collection in terms of, I mean, there's so many more things, but you assume that even at that minimum, just 12 years experience in law enforcement and 5 years at a senior level, that they would have met that standard. But it was clearly changed to accommodate Mr. Chung.
Suppose the argument is that they didn't. Suppose the argument is that the first time around they didn't get qualified applicants, so they adjusted the requirements.
If you don't get qualified applicants, then you go out and headhunt them. You have a whole Jamaica constabulary force. You have MOCA. You have law enforcement agencies locally that you could have gone and headhunted somebody from those. You could have even have had them seconded from the JCS if necessary, as I think was done before in some cases. So, you know, it's not like because you advertise that you don't get a desired candidate or a qualified candidate that you just abandon the requirement for them to be qualified. Very serious. I mean, you know, this is not just politics. This can affect our whole standing in terms of the Eggman Group, in terms of the financial intelligence units globally. Nobody's going to take Jamaica's FID seriously with somebody like Dennis Chung at the head of it. And, you know, when we spoke at the press conference yesterday, I even forgotten another matter, another potentially disqualifying matter. You may recall, I had to be reminded, but you may recall when Dennis Chung was on the procurement committee of the JUTC back in the previous 2007 to 2011 administration, he had to resign because of improprieties discovered by the contractor general in the whole procurement process. He and two other directors had to resign. This is not the type of person that you want to have leading your financial as your chief technical director of your financial intelligence unit. That just absolutely no sense at all.
No, the particular incident you're referring to, I don't have that.
Just Google 3 JUTC directors resign. It was over a company, I think it was called Sembic or something like that, that Douglas Chambers, who was the then chairman, was the principal owner of and had been getting JUTC contracts. And it turned out that the procurement committee, of which Mr. Chung was one, had not followed the regulations, the procedures.
All right, sorry, I said it. Let me just read from the Gleaner, having reference the 3 tendered their resignations to Transport Minister Mike Henry. Hours after the JUTC board admitted there were breaches of government procurement guidelines. There were members of the procurement committee and had been wrapped on the knuckles by Contractor General Greg Christie for failing to take action to ensure the company awarded contracts fairly.
So, I mean, as I said, this is the
okay. Let me just say though.
No way you can present yourself as an impartial person to supervise the entity that is investigating the Prime Minister and SSL after your public statements, challenging the Integrity Commission's reports, and in fact the issues around SSL and Bolt. There is no way that you can present a credible FID with Dennis Chung at the leadership.
Gonna have to leave it there.
Qualifications and his history.
Have to leave it there. Appreciate your time as always, Senator. Thank you.
Family, thank you guys for watching this video. You know, hey, manners and respect to each and every one who come and say, because it's a serious moment in our history as Jamaicans, and we have one man a hold on upon corruption and don't want to let it go. You're the leader, bro. You should have fight to dash your corruption, bro. You have fight to keep corruption. You know, like the police tell me, say, you're dummying yourself. You see me, I say, yeah, man, you're dummying yourself. Putting all the thing then to, you know, insulate yourself from prosecution. What can go so, people? Mark Golden said the people have to roll up there and such man accomplish something else.
Now, I hear that they are going to have protests for manufactured rage and crises that don't exist. Bruh. Well, I want every Labourite to protest against this hypocrisy tomorrow. I want every Labourite, wherever you are, to protest in your workplace, to protest in the market, to protest wherever you are at the bad mindism of the PNP that is trying to bring down the progress of the people. Stand up, Labourites. Stand up for justice. Stand up for truth. Stand up against the PNP.
So let's see what I want, people. And that me see I go on right now. So thank you guys for watching this video. Manners and respect to each and every one. Me, I go see what I go on at the protests. Yeah. And see if I can see what I go on out there. Let me see if I can get a recap before and tell you guys before me left you what I look like. What? Star people, me go check it out. Me go up on YouTube, go see it, me go watch it. Respect your people. I'm out. My name is Jamaica, and me go watch the protest right now. Thank you guys so much. Let's do this.
We have to speak the truth. Them have to kill me dead. All when me dead, them can't kill me said no. We have to speak the truth. Them have to kill me dead. All when me dead. Whoa. I'm from the beautiful land of Jamaica, land of sunshine and the best reggae maker. From me was a little boy from dollar a paper. Here corruption a poor people paper. Them creating killer, thief and raper. Youth graduate from college done hotel waiter. Politician them attack but them will get better later. Only man a prophet at the undertaker. The truth, but I want to kill me dead. And when me dead, them can't kill when me said. Now we have to speak the truth. Them have to kill me dead. And when me dead, them can't kill when me said. Now, whoa, things out of hand in a all kind of man. A motor vehicle examiner and the biggest scammer. Them scam me nephew, me niece and me mama. Wonder when the government a go put down the hammer. Police respect your uniform, the oath on the honor. No in a rum bar and a drink till the stomach. Embarrassment to the force with on the vulgar grammar. Jump in a yoke, you almost kill nana. Office speak the truth, I don't want to kill me dead. And when me dead, them can't kill when me said. Now we have to speak the truth, no one to kill me dead. No one when me dead, them can't kill when me said. Now, well, this a topic when me want to get wild and why so much pretty fall they pan me island. A Jamaica me at a bone, no one no Thailand. Big man dead, they want to take a little picking in island. Pity for the stop, government figure off for them. Look on the size and left me look at that of them. Fling them in a jailhouse, make the judge slaughter them in a prison. When they feel the rat again, I'll be speak the truth. Them have to kill me dead. And when me dead, them can't kill when me said. Now me have to speak the truth. Them have to kill me dead. And when me dead, them can't kill when me said. Now, politician, for your time now, open your ears all. The citizen in charge of the seat that you hold when election done. You remember us all, not even go fix two patrol. Can't meet with basic needs, then what is your role? The youth they want better road and light pan pole. Youth they want job and money in a bill full. Politician me say make no so cold. So we have to speak the truth, them have to kill we dead. And when me dead, them can't kill when me said. Now we have to speak the truth, them have to kill me. Jamaican call us there, yeah? Okay. Enjoy the tune, man.